Hi, I'm Kate and welcome to my channel. So it's Friday night, I'm a little bored, so I thought why not do a palette bingo? So I did one a couple months ago with the Nomad Iceland palette. I'll pop the look up here, what I came up with. It's a little crazy. Not really colors that I would have thought to pair together, but I have been having so much fun playing with the Moira palette. This is the Garden of My Mind palette. I think I've posted like, I don't know, 12 looks with it. I'll post a few up here. I'm just having a lot of fun playing around with all of the bright colors, so I thought we could go ahead and do a palette bingo with this. All right, so I found a number generator. It's literally numbergenerator.com. So I'm just going to generate, I think last time I did 5 shades. So let's go ahead and do 5 shades again that I can incorporate into a look, and we'll see what we come up with. I will swatch them on my hand and hopefully they go together okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and press generate. All right, the first number I got was number 1. So that is this super, super bright yellow here. I've used this quite a bit. It's beautiful. I guess I haven't actually swatched these. I've just been using them a lot, but I never actually swatched them. So, all right, let's generate again. Number 4 is this blue shade. Okay, that swatches horribly. I think I would be bothered by it if I hadn't already been using this palette and getting great looks from it. All right, and the next number is 12. So 5, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12 is this matte teal right here. Okay. I mean, the chances of us getting an all matte look are pretty strong because there is only one shimmer in here. But now that I got that matte teal, I wouldn't mind getting the beautiful shimmer teal. All right, and the next number is 2. Okay, so 2 is this super, super bright neon purple. Okay, so we're gonna be very colorful. All right, so that's what we're working with so far. It'd be nice to get like, I don't know, like the soft purple or the soft yellow or that shimmer teal, but we shall see what we get. All right, I got 4 again, which we already have. That's that blue. I got 3. So number 3 is this third shade right there, a super bright neon-y orangey color. Okay, so these really don't swatch the best, but I'm fine with that. Again, I've been using the palette since I received it last week, and I've done a lot of looks, so we're doing something with these today. All right, so I don't know. I don't know if I want to go like, I don't know, maybe like blue and purple in the crease, the neons on the lid, and then the teal on the lower lash line, and do like a cut crease today. I'm not quite sure. But that's just a mix of colors, isn't it? Before I get started, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm going to fill in my brows a little bit, go in with my Juvia's Place Primer. I really like it. It's a really light, almost a white base, which will be really nice for these bright colors, and then I'll be back. All right, so again, here is the color story we are working with today. I have a few directions in mind. I don't know. I feel like maybe I want that purple on the lid, maybe with the yellow. Okay, so actually I think I'm gonna start with the orange and start to build that up in the front. I'm just gonna see what happens. I don't feel super hopeful, but go on in. All right, so I'm gonna pack it a little bit right in the front there. Then take it about that far over. Actually, I think I'm gonna blend that into the purple because that's kind of one of the deeper shades we have going on. I am still, I think, gonna focus the teal. I'm gonna save that for the lower lash line, but all right. And it's literally like 10 p.m. I'm probably gonna do my makeup, take a picture of it, and wash it off. I do love this purple shade though. All right, those actually blended together really pretty. Might dip that over here just a little bit. I am having like so much fun playing with this palette though. I feel like there are just endless directions that you can go. I've done looks that are just like pretty monochromatic with the oranges. I did a pretty monochromatic like greeny teal look. I did a blue into brown look. I did an all pink look. I did a pink with a pop of yellow. And then I've done a couple looks using multiple colors together. So it's just a great palette. You can do so much. I even did just like an all lime green look with like a graphic liner on it. I'm gonna go back into the orange and just build that up a little more. And then kind of blend all of the edges with that orange. All right, what are we thinking? Bold enough? All right, I'm going to grab my Juvia's Place primer. So I'm just really liking this. At first, like, it was so liquidy when I first got it. I was just having to shake it and shake it and shake it to get it all to mix together. But I've used it for like 3 days in a row now, and I like that it gives me a lighter base. The Ulta one that I usually use, I still love that, but it's a little deeper than my skin tone, whereas the Juvia's Place is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, which I prefer when using bright shades. So I'm gonna go in and cut the crease. I'll probably cut this out for time's sake. No one needs to see me cut my crease. All right, I'm not quite sure if those shapes are exactly the same, but close enough. This is making me wish that I could do just like an all purple and orange, like maybe that. So I used these two shades so far, but like maybe putting this shade on the lid, and that could just be a fun purple and orange moment, but we have other shades that we need to dip into. So I think I'm going to go in with this bright yellow and then blend it into the blue. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a flat brush, flat packing brush. This is a Morphe M421, and I'm gonna dip into that bright yellow called Sunrise right here, and then I will blend it into this blue. I have like a significant dip on this yellow shade. I really like it. All right, so this shade, because I'm really trying to pack it on, I do have a little bit of fallout, but that's why I do my eyes first. Not a big deal to me. Just gonna kind of follow the line of that cut crease. Probably go a little over halfway through that. That is bright and fun. All right, that is super bright. I hope it shows up that bright on the camera. Can't believe I'm doing a full face at like 10 p.m. Oh, it's not 10 p.m. 11:02 p.m. So now let's dip into the blue and finish off the lid. I feel like it was cute, and then the blue is like, doesn't need to be there, but maybe I can kind of blend it into a nice green shade, make a nice gradient, and then I'll pop into the purple again. All right, maybe a little gradient is happening. Kind of see where it's turning a little green. One thing I like about this Juvia's Place eye primer is that it works well for my eye primer and for the cut crease. It dries down really well while still being a tiny bit tacky, whereas previously I was using the Ulta primer just to prime initially, and then I would grab the Juvia's Place concealer for the cut crease, but this might be my new go-to. All right, pretty even. All right, so I think to finish off the lid, I'm just gonna dip into the purple one more time, kind of blend that a little better out here. Pull that through the crease a little bit. I think I'm gonna stop there on the lid. So this is really fun. Not a typical look for me, but I think it's going better than the time that I did the bingo with the Nomad. So again, these are our colors. So far I've used everything except for the teal, even though I feel like we kind of created a teal color in here by layering that yellow and the blue. So I'm gonna save that teal for the lower lash line, and I'll probably just smoke it out just so you can really tell it's there. But I'm gonna stop here on the lid. I'm gonna go off camera, put my face on, and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So I went in with my skincare and foundation. I went in with the Uoma foundation. I love it. I used one of the Moira sponges. So I mean, it starts off like a normal size sponge, and look at how big and fluffy it gets. I'm excited about this. It's beautiful, fluffy, applies my makeup beautifully. I did bronzer for blush. So I also have a couple of the Moira blushes. I've already used these in videos, but I think I'm gonna go in with the Orange Blossom today, since we have, you know, a little bit of orange in this look. So these are super pigmented. I'm gonna go in with a really light hand and just kind of try to slowly build it up. I feel like this could just get really heavy really fast. But I love this like flush of orange. That might have been a little bolder than I intended, but that's fine. All right, I'm just gonna buff out the edges with some finishing powder. Alright, I do love those blushes though. Like I love the level of matte that they are, but they just sheer out beautifully. I kind of wish I had grabbed a couple others. The two that I grabbed are fairly bold. I grabbed the Orange Blossom and the Ruby Flush. I kind of have just been sticking to the lighter side and I still get a lot of pigment, but they had some lighter ones that, I don't know, obviously I'm very fair skinned, so they would work beautifully, but I have several blushes in my collection, but now I wish that I would have tried more, and they're only like $9 a piece, so whatever. I don't need them. However, I'm gonna hop back into the eyeshadow palette. So again, here is our color story that we're working with. I've used every shade so far except for this teal. So before I hop into that though, I have a liner for the waterline. It's a LA Girl Shockwave Neon eyeliner in the shade Fresh. So it's kind of a teal shade. So I'm gonna put that on the waterline before I hop into the eyeshadow. Alright, so that's built up on the waterline. Those are probably my favorites to go in on the waterline. Let's grab some nice flat brush. So I'm gonna grab that teal, it's called Secret Garden, and just kind of start to buff that out on the lower lash line. Like my midnight makeup that no one's gonna see except for my husband. All right, is that buffed out enough? All right, and I think I want a little shimmer, so I'm just gonna grab a white shimmer to put into the inner corner. Nothing crazy, I don't wanna take away from all the bright colors. So I'm just gonna pop that right in there. And the white shimmer I'm using, it's from the Nomad Shanghai palette. It's just a beautiful white sparkly shimmer. All right, so that's super fun. Super bright. All right, so I'm gonna go off camera, do some liner and lashes and a lip, and I will be back. All right, so I went in with just a little bit of black liner. I have a lash from ColourPop. For the lips, I went in with this kind of orangey color lip liner called Absolute Zero, and I topped it off just with a gloss today. Not normally a glossy lip person, but I thought it worked for this look. I don't know. What do you think? So again, these were the 5 shades we used. So looking at the Moira palette, so we used the shade Sunrise, Orchid, So Pleasant, Breathe, and Secret Garden. So these 5 shades. I think it's fun. I don't think it's something that I would wear out anywhere unless I was going to like some kind of festival, but I don't know, very neon and fun. I have just been loving this palette. I think these shades perform beautifully. They build up well, they blend well. They're just a lot of colors that I didn't have in other things in my collection. I didn't have really good performing neon colors, and even the non-neons in here are beautiful shades. I mean, look at this. It's a beautiful palette. So thank you so much for watching my midnight makeup bingo that I'm just gonna go wash off in a few minutes, but I had fun doing it. Gets me out of my comfort zone. Let me know below if there's another palette that you think would be a good one to do a bingo with. Like I said, I did the Nomad Iceland palette with a look before. So this is the second makeup bingo that I've done. I thought this would be a really good palette for this because there's so many different colors and so many different directions you can go. So if you can think of another palette that you'd like to see me do a bingo with, or like a brand that I could do a couple palettes in one bingo, let me know below. But yeah, here's the final look for tonight. We are bright and bold. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.